I am smirking for a reason. Scorpio had something kind of similar. Well, not similar, but it took me a minute to get on, and I wasn't able to get on right on time. Um, I had to go. What took me so long to get on is I kept hearing a song. Well, first of all, I went to get the cards, and there was 3 decks, and I always like to have those for readings and stuff. The decks I had were, of course, my tarot cards, which I like those, and my love deck right here. And let's see, what's the other one? Oh, and these always get to the details. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. What's the card I'm looking at here? Sexual attraction. Okay. So I can guarantee right now that in the spectrum of this is just a general reading. So it won't resonate with everybody, but I can already tell you that January is standing out. And I think there's going to be a moment where it's going to be, I kept hearing the Diana Ross song, Round and Round. All right. But I don't think you're going to sit there very long. And like I said, this is not going to resonate for everybody. You know, I'll pick up on the general as well, but I need to see where this is going because I came on and I was, like I said, everything, the cards just went all 3. I had them in my hand. They just went poosh all over. I'm like, but they were spinning. Some of them were like, when they came down, they were spinning around. I'm like, I kept hearing that song. So I had to look it up. So look up Diana's Ross, Round and Round. Okay. And I definitely that's how you're going to be feeling for just a hot minute in January. All right, let's see what kind of area of life this is going to be going into. And this is being done live on YouTube. I usually do the readings live on Facebook, but I thought, why not? If you guys do like my content, do be sure to like the video and go ahead and subscribe if you like, and that'll let you know when I'm going live. Okay, Gemini 2023. Yeah. Okay, this one's hiding, so I want this one. Wealth. Marriage. One more. Happiness. Okay, those feel right. Okay, I'm going to lay these down right here. I'll put them to where I can see them here. So let's see where this is going, because sometimes, not always, I'll have some strange things happen before I get on, and anybody knows if I'm behind on something, generally something's happened right before the reading, and it did, and it's not a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. That's what I'm feeling. What I'm seeing is the devil card in my head, which could represent Capricorn, but I really think that it's actually representing the simple fact that there's going to be chains and bondage to the past that is literally not just broke, but they're actually, yeah, scales are going to be balanced. They're not literally just broke. You've already broke those. You're actually leaving them behind. You're dropping them, walking away. Let me check something here. Round and round. I keep hearing it. Okay. Okay. The wheel. I'll show you all the cards right now. This is being recorded in December of 2022, so I probably will be picking up on some of December as well. So this is going to be more like a Gemini 2023 +1. Okay, that's probably how it's going to be going here. Yep. I'll show you the cards here in just a second. When you guys come on, you can say hi. Nice. And I'm going to get some cards for wealth, and then I will just, this is the basis right here. The overall results for 2023 is the scales are balanced and pieces there. All right, peace is coming into your life even if you haven't had peace for a long time. That's what I feel. That is the main cards. This is, it says for Gemini, the scales are going to be balanced, and that is your message for 2023. It is going to be balanced. Finally is what I hear. Finally. What I say? I said peace, right? There's peace. And then we have the beauty. Okay, I'm gonna put these right here, and I that can represent a person. See, what I'm think I'm gonna do for most of the rest of the zodiac signs, I'm just gonna give you the result at the first, because it's gonna show me a hot moment here is what it's gonna do. And I think it's, I don't feel like it was, if you didn't watch Scorpios, I'm telling you, that was a hot minute for them. This is only just a round and round. in their head. I think that's what it is. I'm going to get going on it here. But the end result is this right here is peace and beauty. It could represent a beauty, somebody who's beautiful, who actually sees themselves as beautiful. But I think it's actually the scales are balanced and there's peace restored and you're starting to see beauty in life again. That's what I feel for 2023. Peace. I mean, peace. This is for the group Gemini who peace is what you've been seeking, and you've been seeking it for a very long time. And here's another zodiac sign. It's been years since you've had peace, is what I'm feeling. Real, complete, heartfelt peace. There is something coming for Gemini in 2023 that, nice, that is going to, right, sweet, that is going to give you that peace. But it's not just peace. It's like, this is a sign that's going to be waking up. And whatever this is destined. Okay. And what I'm saying, whatever it is, and what you're overcoming is the beast. No more beast. The beast is no more. So you are dropping whatever this beast was. And it's actually a complete different viewpoint on life, period. Like everything. It's like taking that first breath of fresh air of spring, right as spring starting to come in. That is exactly what this is about. Okay, I'm going to put these here. So there is no more beast in 2023. And this is not something that just miraculously pops on your lap. This is something that you've worked on. You've worked on for a long time. And actually, for some of you, you didn't really work on it. You did, but you didn't. You were pushing it down deep, whatever this was. That feels right for some. Now, this is revolving around your happiness, marriage, and wealth. And for some reason, for some of you, it's tied into all of it. It's not just one. Okay. Marriage can also represent a business partnership of some kind as well. But it does usually represent marriage, just what it is. Okay. So, and for me, there's people who are not married and they are in a union that is just as tight like marriage. Okay, so apply it how you will. Just take the pieces and parts. But at first, whenever this started, I was like, oh my holy Lord, what is going on here? Because there's no reason why that should have happened. And the way the cards were going like this when they fell, I was like, okay, around and around. And then I heard Diana Ross, round and round. Listen to it. I think this is about people's hearts. The reason it's opening back up. This is about a heart that, well, it's already been open, but it's like there's actually some peace being restored. Balance is coming in. And for some of you, when it has to come with your wealth, immediately, I'll show you all these other cards, but I'm just going to get you intuitively what I'm seeing right here, right now. With the scale card and the peace and the beauty, and I'm immediately drawn to the wealth card, especially because, you know, it's kind of hard to be able to enjoy life to a full if all you're doing is becoming a slave to work. That's what I'm feeling. And there's not much results. For some reason right here, it's showing me 2023. And this is something that you actively been working on. And this can, like I said, I'm going to start with wealth, but anything I'm saying right here can actually end up being any area of your life: happiness, marriage, wealth. Okay. So whatever surrounds your happiness. And there's not even a success card in here because you don't need to be told that you're going to be successful in it because you already knew in 2022 in December when this is being recorded. This is actually being recorded on the 14th of December. So literally, as I'm sitting right here in December, right now, what I'm feeling for Geminis is whatever this was. This is something that it's not just one thing. It's the whole, and I do cost the damn package. And that's how I feel like expressing it. But the simple fact is this is something that has just brought a lot of tension, anxiety. It's in the past, it's been weighted down. It's like it's almost like there's three people laying on top of you. This is what it's caused in the past. And what I'm seeing is it's a big, huge package and mixed bag here. But 2023, actually it's December, you're dropping those bags. You're well aware and you're facing whatever it is. And you're pushing yourself forward and you're seeing stuff in a different perspective in December of 2022. It actually started about probably back in May of 2022 when you started, but you kept turning your back on it. This right here, but the thing of it is in December, and I know this is going to be 2023 plus one because I'm going to include December in here because it's highly important. Because where you're sitting right there, you may be sitting in December dissatisfied with a lot of stuff in your life, but you're not giving up. Okay. In the past, ask yourself, Gemini, whatever this is about, happiness, marriage, wealth, whatever it is. I'm seeing the love card here too, which is basically how you love life. just everything you love. Right here shows me that the scales are going to be balanced. And I'm looking at the scale card. And on the scale card, can you see the fruit that's in there? Whatever you've been working on, it's not just one area, it's all over. Gemini has been changing. They have been changing their viewpoints, how they look at stuff, how they look at people, how they interact. There's been a lot of introspection within self. And I'm seeing the Sage card in my head. I'm seeing it in my head, which means there has been, Geminis have gone within themselves, and there's been healing done here. Apply it how you will as a Gemini, however you needed to do this. It's been a long process, but it says the beast is no more in 2023. So you are laying your burdens down. I'm seeing the 10 of Wands, and you are setting that down, because whatever this was weighing you down. It's not just one thing. It was multiple things, multiple, but it was affecting your overall life, which would be happiness, marriage, and wealth. Okay, just everything, the whole package. Well, in 2023, I think in 2022, in December, and actually I'm feeling it's around the end of October. I think you had your aha moment in probably the last part of November. You might have done this quietly. You might have been by yourself. Okay, some of you, it was back in October when you did this. Others of you, it was towards the middle of November. But there was a lot of, I'm seeing the Sage card, which is the same as the Hermit in my head. It's a lot of, you had to go within yourself, and you just had to basically, because here's the thing, with being an earth sign, it's not like the water signs where they are basically all emotional. This is not what this is. It's Geminis have been working on not just analytical, but actually trying, you've got to include the emotional in it, getting balance in it. And the balance in December of 2022 is not quite there. I think it's right after the first of the year that you'll be feeling more balanced, but you do know you're on the right path, even though you may be feeling mentally exhausted. Now, there is a whole bunch of, and I'm not seeing the healing card, but there is healing here. Let me see something. It's just healing overall. Whatever has drug you down. This has not been just one thing. It's been multiple things. And it's just been like, it's like, you're this far from the finish line, and somebody's got their foot on your back, and you can't move, but you're still not stopping. You're not stopping. Okay. So that's kind of, it's been like a crawl. It's been like a crawl for within mind and self, and just in life in general, because we don't always realize it, but sometimes the way we view stuff, and this is being live, so you guys are welcome to say hi. The way we see stuff is kind of not deflected. It's, what is the word? Not delusioned, deluded. It's not quite seen. It's looking through, here we go, another zodiac sign, looking through the lenses of the past. You are putting those glasses down. You're seeing stuff. And some of you are, for some reason, I'm hearing taking off the rose-colored glasses of how you saw someone or a situation, and you're putting those down. You're now putting on the lenses of the present, and you're seeing it for what it is. And that, whatever this was, some people, places, or things, something has in the past has taken, and it really was like a Coke bottle with mementos. It totally just kept shaking you. But the thing of it is this group of Gemini have been working very hard within self, actively working within self. Now there's been some turning back on points within the year, I think. Yeah, trying to ignore. You're not ignoring this anymore. Actually, and the thing of it is with being the earth sign, the emotion is not necessarily, it's either going to go over the top or it's not going to come at all. Okay, well, I think that's where the balance is coming. And you were seeking this back in November, especially because there was what I call the power moment, or the aha moment, like a realization. Da-dum, da-dum. Yep, you spent a lot of time, stop, look, and listen, really looking and analyzing at situations in the past, however this applies to you. Your year looks good, and I'll get to that here in a minute, but I'm hearing why did it take you so long? Why did it take you so long sitting here? Because I'm seeing a lot of success coming, but a lot of it's the mindset too. It's how you're going to be viewing stuff and looking at, and not just everything. I was going to say it's not how you view the world, but yeah, it is. It's how, I'm not talking about world events. I'm talking about just the world itself. Just, you're seeing more. This is another sign, seeing in color, no more just black color, white color. We've got glass half full, glass half empty. And I'm getting tired of having to use that analogy because it's been going up for 3 weeks, but people have really been working through this a lot. And it's not just Geminis. There is something universally that's going on right now and it has been going on for a while. I told everybody in 2022, you will be having a shift. There was major shifts, 2 of them. And actually around the beginning of January, you will have another shift, but it's a certain shift. Okay, you're picking up, you know your directions. You're bringing balance back into it, and you're going to have more than enough. And it's showing me not just one area of life. It's all all across the board here. Not saying that you're going to, I mean, if you won the lottery, sweet, let me know how you do that, because yeah, I can't do that. But anyway, it's just peace. That's the thing. That is the thing right there, is peace is no more fleeting. And sometimes we can be our own worst enemies. And in the past, that's exactly what it was. At one point, it was no more. It's no more sitting there living. No more beast. You're laying down your burdens, whatever has burdened you. And it's not just one thing, it's multiple things. Yep. But peace is going to be restored. Peace is it. And this is an active choice that you made. You were choosing happiness over uncertainty or ignoring it. That's what I get. And some of you are going to take this direction and already decided this in December. Okay. I mean, like, it's a firm. Others of you, if you still continue to turn your back on something, whatever this means to you, January, it's going to be a little rocky for a hot minute, but it's just a hot minute. Okay. And like I said, Scorpio had something similar to that too, but I don't think it's the same type of feel as that. Like I said, I'm not an astrologer, but I will start looking into that. I used to do that stuff, but I have, it's not my knack too much. Sweet. We got the card frustration. Are you so frustrated you feel your head's going to pop? This is December. I'm talking about December right now. Okay. We're sitting here in December. And I want to talk about this. Do you see this card right here? Frustration. The only reason I didn't get a new deck, I'll show you. I have a kitty cat. Yeah, I was so frustrated. But look at the card. It's a frustration card. And the cat chewed it up. Okay. So are you feeling like you're being all, lost? Yep. Focusing on loss. You're not going to be doing that. But anyway, I always thought that was ironic that they choose that my cat chose the frustrated card. But I kept it because it's appropriate. Because how many times can you feel like a pin cushion or a punching bag? Verbally, mentally, or physically. Okay. But a lot of this is dropping. And I'm not being cold here. It's baggage from the past. And actually now you're seeing stuff in a clear picture. And it's almost like literally when you're stepping out and it's around the first time of spring and you get that fresh smell of spring, that is exactly what's going on here. The spice of life is being kicked back in, but it's an active choice. This is not something that was just thrown upon you. This is something that it took a long time to work through. And you're choosing no more beast. I'm not going to live there. No more devil is what it is. Hello, Miss Sally. So yeah, it's leaving. It's literally, this is starting. Yeah. Okay, I'll look at that one here in a minute. Those decide to come out. All right. Okay. Well, sometimes when I'm live, it'll show different cards. So I don't hide cards, but I will give that to that person. And Miss Shelley, those were yours. Actually, I'll remember what they are, but I'm not going to voice those out there. Okay, here we go. Okay, what can this be about? Okay, I don't see the Fool card here, which is a leap of faith. But for some reason, I feel like Gemini feels like they're going to be foolish, or they're going to be making a foolish move. No, I bet it's going to come out. Anyway, we've got the card patience, or feeling like time's running out on something. We've got scandal, or the wool being pulled over the eyes. And we've got the challenge. Oh, here it is. What I say? Leap of faith. Okay, so January. This is the challenge card. It's going to be a challenge to take that leap of faith. Now, some of you are actually doing it in December. And what is this about? It's about a friend or somebody, a close connection. And it's giving you great anxiety. There's a great anxiety around this. Okay, that's just kind of the basis. But the way it should be, I think this is going to be a hot minute. This is something that the Gemini has had in their head for a long time, but they had to wrap up the beast from the past. No more beast. They're laying down their burdens. They're no longer going to carry the pain, the guilt. For some, it's not for all. Okay, so anyway, the end result for, even though it's been trials and tribulations for the last several years, and it's not just several, it feels like eternity from what I'm feeling from here. It says it's written in the stars that this cycle is coming to an end. This is, yep. It says now the wheel The wheel is turned. And whether you're focused on money, I'm going to say, I have to say, it says marriage, but it's showing me the family tree here. So there's most likely, well, two people is family marriage, okay, whatever. But the other one here is, it almost feels with the branching out, those could be children. Those could be, whoever's close knit in the family that lives in the same household is what I'm getting. All right. And even if you are a single Gemini, it is showing that there's a possibility of coming together. Okay. And then it's showing me right here with, I think there's the overall feel I've got for 2023. And I said January is going to stand out here big time. And I'll get into that here in a minute. Gemini's choosing. Gemini is choosing happiness. They are, and how are they getting their happiness? By peace, because that's all you've wanted. The scales are going to be balanced. You're going to be seeing life in a different, through different lenses, but it's not the lenses of the past, and it's not rose-colored glasses. You're actually seeing them for the reality. And if there are people around you, you're seeing them as what I call perfectly imperfect, right? And if you are in, and that's for the ones where you've got something going good, you got family around you and it's going good. For those of you that don't have it so hot going on right now, and this is, we're talking, I'm seeing January, there will be a coming to Jesus meeting, but it won't be with yourself because you've already done that. There will be a coming to Jesus with the people around you. It could be friends, family, lovers. And this is ones where it's like there is, and we're not talking about, this is actually going to end up, you're going to be cutting people, places, and things out of your life. I think you've already been doing this and you've been doing it, but there's it's almost like if you are at an end of a marriage right now, I'm going to tell you right now, and you know that this is not going to work. This is not going to go for every Gemini. I'm just picking up on this. It's going to reach out to at least 3 people. With this one right here, if you know it's coming to an end, you will make this active decision, and your peace comes from the decision you make, which I see the cord being cut. And that's only for a couple Gemini. For the other ones, it literally shows me for most Geminis, you're coming together in heart and head is what it is. Heart and head. And that kind of whatever you're putting out, surprise. Here's a surprise. I'm going to put this over here and we'll figure out what that is. You're coming together in heart and head all across the board. Why? Because your heart's opening. You're healing. You're not just ripping Band-Aids off. This is another sign. This, I'm telling you, this is universal. I'm going to hear this on a lot. It's a little different scenario going on here and where you're at and in your life and how you're going to handle it. But it's the same theme for a lot of other zodiac signs. But it's sitting here and you're no longer sitting here just putting a bandage over pain, however that applies to you. Okay, that's not what this is. You're actually looking at it, examining it, seeing it for what it is, and letting it go. That's what I see, because that's how your peace is going to be restored. Some of you, there's other people around you. There's other people around you, and yep, it could be family, friends, lovers, but these people are around you quite a bit. I think, yeah, overall, 2023, you're going to be, oh, okay, this right here. I'm going to jump here. I'm jumping. I'll get back to these here in a minute. The surprise. For a bunch of you Geminis, there will be a surprise, just like a, whoa, really? Okay. This can't be real. Oh my God. What? Okay. That's the feeling I'm getting off this. It's not a bad feel. It's a good surprise, but it might take you a minute to sink in that it's real. Okay. This will be happening around March 1st. Some of you, it's going to be happening around February 12th. Okay. So however that applies to you, remember those dates. And see, whoever this is, as far as this group of Gemini, you've already got to feel. You've already got to feel. You've already got to feel that something good's coming, but you can't see it quite yet. So it may get you kind of down. You can feel it, that breath of fresh air. You know it's coming, but the message here is just hang in. Just hang in there. This is, the beast is no more. In 2023, I'm telling you, Scorpio had in their reading as well. January, it's just a hot moment. Just get through it. It's a temporary, because I think what it is, there can be a lot of changes in people's lives just by how they react to a situation based upon past reactions. Okay. So it's really saying, again, this is another sign, watch how you react. And it's going to be around the 12th to the 13th of January. Y'all hold up. I got to check this out, because that's another sign. I just saw this. I'm going to check this out. Okay. This is not the first sign. And I'm not an astrologist, but I've got to find out what this is about. I should have looked it up before, but I didn't know there was going to be a whole bunch of other signs. Astrological. January 12th. Okay, I see some of it. It does make sense on some spectrum. I'm going to have to do a little bit more searching on it because, like I said, I used to know sometimes my brain gets one track, so I don't remember everything. Let's see, Sunday, Wednesdays, okay, on the 12th, the moon is in Gemini, is what it's saying. That makes sense. That makes sense. So it's definitely going to hit home for Geminis as well. But I guarantee there's a new moon around there as well. I'll look into it here a little bit later. But anyway, there is definitely, this is, okay, the way I can describe this is the feeling I'm getting off Geminis is this last year. It's not just been this last year. It has been multiple years. And matter of fact, it feels like eternity. Trust me, you're not alone as far as the zodiac signs go. There's a lot of zodiac signs that have been going through something similar. But here's the thing is, most of the other zodiac signs has been popping up. They've been having to balance their emotions with their analytical because they're emotional first. You're an earth sign. It's logical first, then emotional. So that sometimes can even be harder, especially if it's to analyzing everything. Okay, whatever the situation is and about this decision. Well, number one, the decision is that you're dropping the past. I mean, that one's you've thought out so much that you just can't. And there's been a lot of silence within self and self-reflecting and just really tearing into why, when, where, what, until you just finally got to the point. I'm guessing around November and December, it got pretty heavy that you finally said, no more. I can't do this beast. I can't be chained to the devil. I can't. And the devil represents Capricorn, which would be Capricorn season. There is a surprise coming in March for a lot of you. And this surprise is actually, and I think it's something attracting because it's like when you open up and you finally get your balance, right? This whole last year has been about balance. 2023 is a year about peace. Okay. If you put the work in and you don't turn your back on it, that peace is coming. And matter of fact, it's going to be a feeling that you're like, well, I wish I could have the peace like I did back. No, this is like a peace you've never felt before. This is like, and a feeling of belonging. Like it's something where you put in your head that this would never change. Oh, no, it's showing me peace and seeing the beauty in life. January 27th. January 27th, there will be a peace restored. And I do feel that there is news coming in for some with the surprise. This is showing me a letter. This is going to be some kind of text, email, written document, will, deed. Justice. I'm seeing justice. Okay, justice. But I'm feeling a lot of peace with it. Anyway, with this one right here, it's telling me that right now, right now, and I'm feeling, this is feeling like December and January because I'm sitting in December doing this. And right now, the peace, you actually started getting your peace. There was an aha moment for a lot of you. And see, I'm seeing the marriage card here as well. So those of you it's surrounded around love, you already had your aha moment, what I call the aha, like, oh, okay, wait a minute, this is it. Or should I stay? Should I go? I mean, there was a lot of tearing things apart here, but you saw the path. Now, some of you Gemini, it's not until December, November, end of November, December, and you finally saw it. But for a lot of you, it was back in October and November. That's what I get. Okay. So anyway, with that one right there, you actually, it's not, I see the light. It's actually, I'm choosing. I'm not ignoring. That's what I get. Yep. 2022 is, I'm going to have to call it the healing year. All zodiac signs, it's been about healing, internal healing with themselves. Even for some of you, it's actually healing other people around you with your words. Okay. Or with, however it applies to you. That's what I'm feeling. And 2023 is about the peace you've always been searching for. It is going to come. You just have to remember to stay open, and you're decided to put down no more beast. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not going to do this. How much more times. Can I go over this? I can't do this. I see it for what it is. The rose-colored glasses are off. The lenses to the past are off, and you're seeing things as factual. That sounds like Gemini. Okay. Now, it does show me that 2022 did pull on the heartstrings quite a bit for some Geminis. There will be healing, and for those of you that has surrounding great loss. And we're not just talking materialistic. I do get one that there was a fire. The next one, it's loss. And then this would be a recent one. There will be great healing, and peace will be restored for that person around next September. It sounds like a long time, but, you know. So anyway, that was just going out to one person. They know who they are. Matter of fact, that was their cards that I pulled up a while ago. Let's see. Oh, okay. So anyway, around friendship, when don't you turn off? That makes sense too. That's another one right there. And I will show you here in a second. There is one thing that, I mean, Gemini is great at multitasking. They're great for bouncing back and forth, you know, doing all this stuff. But the message for 2023, and it's January. It's not all of 2023. It's just January is going to be a highlight. I'm telling you, I should start doing betting with people, and I would make a heck of a lot of money. Because I'm telling you, January, especially, I'm seeing the 11th through the 13th, the 12 sticks out, and that was in another zodiac sign as well. Your message was the computer turned off, and I had to turn it back on. Don't turn off. Don't turn off. Whatever that means to you, do not turn off. It's speak your truth, but doing it in a kind and compassionate way. And for others of you, whatever this is, it has to do, you feel like time is running out. No, I don't feel that there's wool being pulled over your eyes. That's not what I feel at all. I think this is about a leap of faith. And stop looking at it as a challenge. I don't know if I can or not. It's more of like you have to have a leap of faith. And for whatever reason, this is going to scare this group of Gemini. But it's temporary. It's a temporary thing. And it may watch I'm seeing the nine, what is it? The 9 of Cups where he's sitting here like this. And usually that's a wish card. That's it. Okay. It's a wish card. It can be a wish card or it can be the ego card. It's all going to be up to you. Because here's the thing is we've got peace restored in 2023, and you're seeing life in a different way, and you're seeing it more beautiful, and the scales are going to be balanced, and you're not going to be lacking like you were in wealth. I mean, because you're starting to, everything's coming into balance, because once it comes into balance, you're able to, you know, your work isn't as hard as what drudgery, right? Life isn't as hard and drudgery. That's what this is about. This is where everything comes in, and just whatever you're putting out comes back to you. I'm not going to say you're going to be the richest person, but you're not going to be lacking. And life is not going to be every day. I don't want to, I can't. Okay. No, there's an uplift, and it's a conscious decision that this group of Gemini making in January. But your card is the 9 of Cups for this simple fact that, let me see, let me double check. Let me double check myself. I'm going to look at this because I saw it, because there was another card. It was the same way. It depends on how you react. 9 of Cups. That's what I was seeing. I'll show you the card I was seeing in my head. Sometimes I'll start reading cards before I even draw them. This is the one I saw. This is the 9 of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment. And it's Gemini's card. Wish fulfilled. All right. So basically, but it's wish fulfilled, or it's the other trait is ego. Okay. So whatever the situation's about, you have a truth. It's showing it entails your heart. It does. It entails those who are around your family, those who are very close to you. It's showing me that. And some of you, it has to do with the union, or yep. It's showing me it could be about a union. It's showing me that once you liberate yourself from the past, that the answer is yes, your stamina will come back. You'll start, woof, you know, life's easier. But it's saying the caution here is, and this says it's written in the stars, which tells me, and I don't always say things are fated. This is fated. Okay. But it's your decision how you do this. And what's the basis behind this? Okay. And the happiness. Let me read this several different ways. I'll read it for each one, and each person should be able to take a message out of here. Okay. So we've got, let me show you the cards here. So we've got the tree. We've got the wheel. And we've got right now. Okay, this is being recorded in December. So December and January, that will be the right now. Okay, whenever you run across this, well, whenever you run, if you're sitting in March and you run across this, that's your now. Okay, then we have friendship, and this is underneath the marriage card. We've got union, and we've got voyage. There's a decision coming here. I'm going to tell you right there. I think the decision's already been made. I think it's how you present it. Okay. Here's the wealth. We've got the libido card, which can represent sex or it can represent stamina. We've got the card yes. And we've got liberation. Okay, but it really went liberation, yes, and stamina. I'm hearing stamina. I'll actually see that two different ways, though. So, Geminis, this might be a little bit longer reading because you all got some stuff you're cleaning up. Some of you cleaning up, throwing out the baggage, and others of you are starting brand new. You're just clean slate. This is a clean slate. That's what I get, no matter what. Okay, so the way I'm going to read this right here, and this is, it doesn't matter if I drew this card or not. I saw it in my head. This is kind of like Scorpio had one too. Which one was it? The Fool card. Are you going to be foolish or are you going to take a leap of faith? Okay, this is another zodiac sign that you're being asked to, your wish can be fulfilled. And what is your wish? To have happiness, whether it's surrounded around wealth or relationship. Okay. For others of you, if it's just happiness of, you want to increase your wealth, you just want happiness in life. That's period what it is. Okay, the thing that is 2023 is trying to tell you right now, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. But it depends on how you do it. With being Gemini, you have, I'm not going to say your multiple personality. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is they're the twins. Okay, so there's going to be different ways of thinking about stuff one day to the next, moods and everything. All right, this right here is something you already know, but I think because there's something it's causing anxiety. It could be a friend, it could be a lover, somebody who is very close to you, family, friends, lovers. You've been looking at it as a challenge, but it's actually where you should take a leap of faith. And you're seeing a scandal here, but actually I'm seeing it like you feel like there's something pulled down over your eyes, like you can't see everything. So you're afraid to take a leap of faith for some. And then with the hourglass, usually this would say you need patience. No, that's not what this means right here. You feel like you're running out of time. And for some of you, the answer is yes. If this has to do with, because it does show me there's a possibility for some to part ways. But here's the thing, is it's not going to go for every group of Gemini. Okay. So let's just pick out the pieces of what it's how you do this, how you get your point across. That's what I feel. Okay, so here we go. Happiness. If I'm looking at this through just a happiness spectrum, just happiness, right? And we're going to say happiness and wealth. Okay, so it's written in the stars that peace is going to be restored and you're going to have more than enough and the scales are going to be balanced in your wealth. There will be peace restored and you'll be able to enjoy the finer things in life with the beauty card. And you actually will not just be looking at, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. It's actually going to be restored because that is what you are bringing towards you. Okay, you're open to this and you're not scared about putting the work in. You're attracting what you're putting out. Okay, so this is the wealth side, happiness and wealth. All right, so then we have the cards anxiety, friend, challenge, and scandal. And maybe why would you be feeling like this? And what are you going to be putting behind you is anxiety because of something a friend might have caused that gave you a challenge. And it may have been like scandalous. Maybe there was associated with wealth. This person should have been a friend, but it feels to me like actually they weren't a friend in the end. And you tried to have patience with it, but your patience ran out. Okay, this has to do with wealth. That's not going to go for all of you. For the next part of wealth here, as it's talking about, it's written in the stars that you are going to have peace and the scales are going to be completely balanced and you're going to be able to, it's showing me the family tree, to be able to supply with your family or any people that are around you that are tight knit that would probably be in your own household that you're responsible with. Or responsible for. Your wheel is turning upright, even though it may have been difficult in the past, especially I'm hearing for those guys, August, and it really didn't back off all of 2022, the rest of it. Okay, there is an uplift, an uptake in your funds, and it's not due to just sitting around. It's due to actually working your hind end off and not giving up and not giving in. So whatever you've been working, and if it doesn't have to do with family, it's working on, you're sitting here working on with the leaves right here. It's starting to produce in January, okay? And you may have been working on it for months and months and months, but do know that your wheel is upright. You are now moving in the correct direction. You have been moving in the right direction. You just couldn't see the results. Yep, that feels correct. All right, let me see. Anything else? Nope, because that goes to the next section. Okay, next way I'm going to read this. Oh, my Lord, Gemini. Okay, end result, 2023, there's no beast, okay? Put that in your head now. No beast. For others of you, if you are married or in a marriage, okay, or you have marriage on your brain, I'm not talking about thinking about getting married. I'm thinking this is like a marriage. It's telling me that 2022 was not an easy road. That's what I get. You are focused in 2023, even though, yep, it's written in the stars, peace is going to be restored. Okay. This is focused around the marriage card, and this is literally going to be some kind of union. All right. And this will be 2022 is where this is kind of feel like it's associating, and then it's actually you're coming out of it in 2023. Anyway, so we basically got, yeah. Under the marriage card, there may have been somebody where it was like a great friendship. No. Okay, I'm seeing this. Okay, you guys ready for this? You guys sometimes, it's like the double thing. I love you guys, but my goodness. Scorpios was rough too. Don't feel bad. Okay, with this one right here, with the marriage card, I'm seeing, okay, I don't usually do the dirty, but I'm going to have to. This is definitely not going to apply for every Gemini. So do not even read into it if it has nothing to do with you. Somebody needs to hear this though. A marriage card. I think you're bringing something to an end. And I do believe that this is a union that was like a marriage. I think you're actually married. I think you're bringing it to an end. Because if you look at this, there are 3 rings. Not 2. Yes, you know where this is going. So this is going to be part where the love reading is. This has to do with the union. And I feel in this union, you're going to be parting ways, or you parted ways and it was still fresh in 2023. But for others of you, I feel like you're putting your foot down, especially in January. Yep, around the 12th. That's where your wish, you want that wish fulfilled. You're going to get it. You'll be moving on from this, okay? This is literally voyaging away. Somebody in this relationship will be voyaging away. This is something where it's broken and it's not going to be fixed. That's what it feels like to me. Why? Because, and what did it do? It affected not just your happiness. It did affect your happiness, but it also affected your wealth. You're actually liberating yourself from a toxic snake is what you're doing. I'm going to see this another way too. I'm supposed to say it this way. Yes, this is true. Here's the message, and I don't like these messages. Third-party situation. And with the third-party situation, it doesn't necessarily mean that somebody is necessarily cheating, but I heard yes. But what I get off this is too, it's showing me the friendship card. It's like somebody said, this is just my friend. Or this is somebody stuck their nose where it didn't belong in the relationship. But that's where this led down this road. So you will be leaving this toxic situation in 2023. You're already got dust behind your heels in 2022. You may mentally already be gone if you're still in this relationship. It won't be long. Okay, it'll say no more beast. You're unchaining yourself from the toxicity. All right, let's read it the good way now because it feels right. I got cold chills off that one. That was not nice. For some of you, don't let this be a surprise. Okay, this is not going to hit every Gemini. That was very few right there because I don't like those when they read like that. But it does happen. And I don't feel like throwing this wish card in there. And it's, oh, okay. And it's talking about it's talking about anxiety along with this right here with the third party, whether it's somebody who just put their nose into your relationship where it didn't belong. It could be family. It could be friends, ex-lovers. Okay, I'm supposed to say this because I want to drop this, but I'm supposed to just go ahead and say it. It caused a lot of great anxiety. And a friend caused this challenge and caused the scandal. And your patience is running out. I feel this is December. Your patience, you just ran out. You all know whatever this is, but 2023, because Gemini is not going to sit there. It's written in the stars that you are going to be restoring the balance back into your life and bring the peace back into your life. And whether you're male or female, you're going to restore how, everybody has a certain way that they vibrate and they sit here and they're vibrant. That's the word, vibrant, where you just shine. Okay. And Geminis will not sit around and stand for people to take that away from them. All right. They have to have their peace. So you will be radiating again in 2023. All right. So if that's you. There you go. My Lord, Gemini. Oh, my Lord. Woo. This is the longest one. It's okay. I'm going to do this other one one way. Okay. I see one other love spectrum here, and I actually feel like getting the love deck on this one. Okay. This one is a good one. This is wish fulfilled. January 2023. This is going to be the love spectrum of it. The good love spectrum. Let me get a drink. Whatever this is, I hear you've been sitting on the fence about it in the past. I don't think you're sitting on the fence at all. Nope. I'm sitting here in December, and I think decision, you're just, and in December, you may have been sitting on the fence on it, but not for long. You'll be certain. I think it's showing me that there's a fear, anxiety here. And whoever this person was, you looked at him as a friend at once, but it actually deepened. And but you're afraid of people pulling the wool over your eyes. And I'm kind of confused. I don't feel it yet, but on the patience card, you've had a lot of patience around this. You are no longer viewing stuff in the past lens, and I don't think it's towards this person you're pulling the rose-colored glasses off. I think it's actually you're pulling the rose-colored glasses off to the past. Okay. It does say that around March, middle of February, March, you will have a surprise, but it's a good surprise. Whether you're on the receiving end or on the giving side, I do see an offering being given. This is going to take a leap of faith instead of looking at everything in life as a challenge, because this is where you have to balance the emotional with the analytical, and you actually have to feel. Whoa. But the thing of it is it's not that you don't feel, you're just hiding it. This would be back in 2022. September, November. Yeah. All right. So now I think it's going to show me in January. No, actually, some of you, it's December. But what's holding you back is anxiety and fear that it's going to turn out like it did before. All right. I'm not seeing any bad cards here on this, though. That's the thing. This right here is like the Fool card. We're not looking at it as a challenge, because this is not something this is not work. This is not something where you can, make it into something else. You can, but you know what I mean? This is something that is emotion based. So you can't look at it as a challenge. I mean, you can, but no, I think you guys get what I'm talking about here. This is now talking about a leap of faith. This is not about distracting your brain to where you don't have to focus on this. Because there's thoughts and there's feelings here, wish fulfilled, but it's also the ego card. So around January, it's around the 12th, watch the ego, because you may not get your message across correctly. It may come out as ego when that's not what you meant. So this is not about, maybe you're used to being in a leadership position. Where's this going? I'm going to look. Hold on here. I'm getting the love cards because this is surrounding around love. It's showing me that now the wheel has turned. Some of you are actually thinking about who is this person, twin flame. This is a soul connection. I'll tell you right now. There may be difficulties at times, or it seems like there's difficulties in time. It's because it's yin and yang. There's actual balance here. But if you're strong-headed, they're probably strong-headed. But you complement each other, and you do it in ways where you may be good at something. They're not. They may be good at something. You're not. It balances out. There's balance here. Okay, so yeah, this is just about a leap of faith. That's what this is. Okay, so this is a soul connection, however that applies to you. But what I'm seeing here, the 9 of Cups, wishes coming true. Realizing your dreams. You're going to be realizing, I think you already realized, but here's the thing. This is being done in December. So you can be fulfilled, but it's just kind of taking that leap of faith and coming off in a compassionate way. Maybe one of you is more emotional and the other one's more on the logic side, or vice versa. Okay. However this applies, sometimes words don't come off the right way. So anyway, we've got the hammer is sabotage, rebuilding. Here. This is the 2. This is where you got to be. It's going to take some thinking on this one. But see, the anxiety around whatever this is, which is not bad. It's around paradise. It's around, this is the wish fulfilled. This is what you've been wanting for a long time. That's what it shows me. But it's showing me sabotage or rebuilding. wishes fulfilled, dreams coming true, or ego and crumbling. All right. So this is learning to be, this is learning a balance between the two. Working on it. Okay. Really working on it. This is not about ignoring what's right in front of your face, this is not a bad reading. This is not, if you're not married, it's good. But this one here, it's showing me 3 rings. So maybe you have a bad taste in your mouth from the past. Okay. But again, you cannot compare the past to the present. It's that I'll tell anybody that is not fair. That is not right. You have to compare. You don't compare them to anybody else. You compare them to them, and vice versa. That's how it should be. Okay. So anyway, marriage. I'm still not feeling bad about this. I think the anxiety makes stuff come out your mouth that comes out the wrong way. That's what I think. And then I think I'm seeing like all of a sudden I saw the movie World of the World. Okay, anyway, not really funny, but it is funny. Okay, so anyway, it shows me that basically it looks to me like some are going to be bringing families together. Seeing the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, bringing families together. And the wheel has upright. This is all in the right direction. The end result is you're going to end up having your scales balanced. You're going to feel fulfilled, and you're going to have that peace. And I think I hear adventure. I mean, it's like living again, but this is living like you thought you lived before. This is different. It's like it's opening up, because that's it. That's what I see. Okay, I got it. Hold on. Let me look. Remember that aha moment? Remember that aha moment? Here it is right here. Sudden change. Surprise. Here's the surprise right here. This is a good one. Shocking news. Transformation. Okay, for January, this is how I feel. In January, it's going to be the lightning, the shocking thing. It's going to be you're transforming. And this is actually, for some of you, your lightning aha moment, to where it just kind of like took you back, that even you didn't think that you'd behave that way or somebody else would behave that way. You already transformed. You've transformed. You're seeing stuff in a different light. Now, you're surprised. There's a different surprise coming. That's good. And it's actually leading to a wish fulfilled. And that's coming around February and March is what I'm getting. But it's going to, and that one right there, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to give you that moment for some reason. It's going to give you a moment of, yeah, well, what I say goes. Good luck. Okay, for what is it based on? Fear. Because it's change. There's something changing. And whatever this is, some of you can actually end up picking up and relocating. It's a total change. Others of you, it could be a total just change of the way you work, the way you make your money. Whatever this is a complete transformation. All right. It's something you're going to have to, it's not just going to be, it's going to be so fast that it won't be like, oh, this is an adventure. Your brain's going to be going, oh my God, I've been waiting for this for so long. What? No, this can't be happening. No, it's going to end up like it did before. Okay. Don't do the wish card the egotistical way. And I'm not being mean here, because you should have heard Scorpios. Lord. And I like giving the good ones. And this is a good reading. It's just, it looks to me like there's people butt heads is what it is. Because this is about strong. Geminis are real strong-willed. I'll pull out the tarot cards. We'll see what other zodiac signs pop out. The overall here is just, it's love. In the end, you're going to love it. Okay, you are going to love the end result here. And what is this? You're moving on from the toxicity of the past. You're leaving, and some of you have left actual snakes in the grass behind. And no matter what, even when people are coming towards you, you're not going to be paying attention, because you're actually, this is a yin and a yang. This is, on both parties, there's no worries, because you marry each other. This is a soul connection. So whether there had been cheating in the past, lying, deceit, this union here is not lying and deceit. So the anxiety you're holding over yourself, whatever this is, there's an offering. There it is. Engagement ring. That's what's going on here. That's not the surprise in March. It could be, but I feel there's another surprise in March, but it's a good one. It's everything you've asked for is what it is. But there anxiety about receiving, if you're the Gemini on the receiving end, or if you're the one, there's anxiety that it's going to, you're going to be deceived, that you're going to be rejected. The answer is no, you will not. Nope. Someone will going to hand down off the mouth and actually having a conversation. You'll see the truth. Geminis have a large bullshit meter on them. They are very intuitive as well. I do know that one. Let's see. And see that along with this union here, how are you doing it right now? Hiding, not showing your true feelings. Okay, so this is December. So this hasn't, for a lot of you, this hasn't happened, or this is what you've been hiding, what you truly feel behind. Watching, looking, focusing out when you didn't want to deal with it, whether this is you or if you're a cross watcher, you're the one doing it. Gemini's either sitting back watching this or Gemini's doing it. All this can go to an end. Yeah, the chaser. This is a soul connection. Here's your decision. You have many options. And it's showing me 3. Okay? Three. You are releasing 1. All right. So even if you, because, and if you have been to where it's been where you've been seeing multiple people, or you have one that's in your heart plus another, then you will be coming to the point that you will take and choose. And you will choose, it's showing me a soul connection. And you'll be working on making no memories. (2023) you'll still be healing from heartbreak, but you'll be healing, and the healing is massive. Okay, it won't be as painful as what it was. How are you feeling about the situation? It's heartbroken. We've got separation. Have patience with your healing. That's the thing. Whatever this is about, you have to have patience with yourself, and you have to have patience with other people as well. But that's what's caused the thing here, is it's unsure of the future and stuff. This is only temporary. Needs time, take time. I think yep. Time to heal. You're progressing. You're getting ready to move on from this. Why? Because you're welcoming the 1. Home is where the heart is. That's what I'm hearing. Have faith. You may have a hesitation about this love, but this is passionate love. This is true. Okay. This is not a narcissist. This is not somebody who's self-absorbed, even though they may be up in their heads a lot. And this is not going to be an overly like the love bombing, like the ones where it's like, oh my God, stop touching me. Don't look at me. Okay, it's not that. This is balance. This is balance. Both of you will end up balancing each other out. For others of you, yes, what? For others of you, you're cutting out toxic people. It's going to be taking, yeah. That's definitely, how many is that going to hit? You're going to be cutting out toxic people. Some of you will actually be cutting off a friendship. I'm seeing this one more way. My Lord, this is almost an hour. This is the longest one. It's because y'all's twins. That's it. That's what's going on here. It's because y'all's got those twins going on. All right, I'm going to do this last one real quick here, and then I'm going to pop off this one, and then I'll give you a secret. Next one's Capricorn. All right, so what we got here, I do see Gemini that is cutting out, in 2023, you'll be cutting out anything that's toxicity to you. That includes people, places, and things that bog you down. Well, there is one here that's talking about, and I do, it's just surrounding your happiness, and they may be even draining you on your wealth. This is talking about a friendship, whether there was some kind of union involved or not, it doesn't matter. But to me, it also looks to me, if you look this right here, friendship card, you look in the back, there may have been alcohol involved, drugs, something along those lines that is just sucking down your finances in the past. Now, if this is you doing it, then vice versa. But I really think this is being done to a Gemini. Or they're sitting back and they're just let it happen most of 2022 and part of 2019. Okay, it's like this person came and went. This is only going to hit 1, 2. The second one it's kind of similar, but it's definitely, I'm supposed to say this for one person. You are definitely like a mother going to be liberating yourself from this person. I do believe it's going to be the end of January and February. Gemini is going to clean house. There's no more, I do cuss. There's no more bullshit. You're not going to put up with it. All right. So this actually will end up, yeah, because you've had anxiety around a friend that has been having a scandal, which is literally taking and pulling the wool over your eyes. You've had patience with it, but it's been a challenge. You're about to, if you're feeling like that towards a friend that you know is draining you financially, whether this was a friend lover, or if it was just a friend. This one right here is actually one that is in your best interest to cut them off immediately, even before this is being recorded in December. If you see this in December and you have a situation where somebody is draining you for your money, because either, and if this is you, then you need to do something about it. That has to do with some kind of toxicity, whether they're wasting, not just wasting their toxicity. They're toxifying their body, but they're draining the wealth. It takes a lot of money to do this. It's some kind of an addiction of some kind, however you see this. Whether, I mean, I'm not going to go in details on it, but you'll be feeling, I feel like for that person in December, you're going to have great anxiety of this friend, because you feel like, yeah, you will have even theft over this as well. This is only going out. And sometimes this happens. This is going to hit home with one. You will have run across this probably in about 5 days. This one right here, it's like somebody was trying to, it says scandal. It's somebody was trying to pull the wool over your eyes is what I get. Okay, but do you see the blind is open? It's open just enough you can see in. Do not continue to have patience with this person. Look at it as time is running out. And if you don't want challenges here in March, bad ones where you get a surprise that is not so great, I'm reading this a little different for this person. It feels right. This is only like one person here I'm reading this for, okay? Then you need to cut this toxicity person out of your life, because actually there's actually something going to occur. Man, March, I've been picking up on March when people are really truly going to show themselves is March. I will tell you that right now. It's really going to show who you truly are. All right. So if that sounded like you and you had some kind of friendship, whether you were, quote, just friends, that's what I want to do, quote, just friends. So I think there's a little bit something more in there. Yeah. And your money's dwindling, your property. I keep seeing a thief. I keep seeing somebody coming into the home and they're stealing it and selling it for drugs is what I'm getting. I'm just going to put it right out there. Get rid of them. Get rid of them now. Whoever it is, they're lying about it. Voyage on. Okay. Whoa, Gemini. That's it on that one. Damn. All right. Moving on from the past, however this means to you, Gemini. It's leaving the past behind and no longer, you're not going to live there. You're not going to sit there. It's cutting out people, places, and things that no longer serve you and moving on. And I don't mean serve you in a bad way. It's actually a good way. You are on the right path. It's written in the stars that your wish is going to be fulfilled and the piece is coming back in, and it's going to bring balance, and you're going to have more than plenty, because it all starts within your heart. You will attract what you put out. Yep. All right. All right, who else on here? Like I said, this is just a live one, and it's for Gemini, but I will take an I will pull a card. Here's what I'm going to do, because I've got a lot of other readings that I need to get out for January, and then I'll be doing the bonuses, which will be on the Patreon, which is down below in the links. Okay, on Roosters Peacock Tarot. So that's where you'll be finding bonuses as I get them out. But I want to make sure this is all done so everybody can see what's coming ahead of time. And some of the bonuses are already pretty interesting. And if you guys are new on here, this is usually, I do this on Facebook is where I usually do it. So if there's any of them, there's 3 more. Sagittarius, Taurus, and Libra are already up on Roosters Peacock on Facebook, and then my group Coffee Time Tarot. So you can find those now right over there. And then I'll be going next for Capricorn. Okay, what I will do, I'm not going to answer a bunch of questions, but I will pull a card for you, okay? Because I want to say one track mind to getting these done. But I can pull a card, and that's not a problem. Okay, if you'd like to have a card pulled, just put yes. And I will see what I get from it. All right, mine's lagging. Okay. Is it Antoinette? Is that how you say it? Antoinette. I like that name. If that's how you say it, I'm not the best at names. It's a beautiful name. My name's Barda. Hi. Unusual names. Unusual personalities. All right, Antoinette. Let's see. Let me get a feel on you. Hold on. Let me get a beat. Where do I want to go with you? This is not the ones I want. Ah, okay. You'll like this one because I think this will fit your personality. I don't know you, but the vibe I'm getting off of you, you're a very free-spirited person, usually open-minded, but you try to stay positive. But you're getting ready to turn around a corner. And what I mean by that is I think a decision's already been made in your brain. You're just wanting the direction in which to go, if it's the correct direction. Does that feel right for you, Miss Antoinette? These right here are not actual cards. This is actually out of a meditation yoga book. And I was like, oh my God, those will make perfect cards. You know what? They're spot on. So I will pull from these for you. Miss Antoinette. Yep. Your end message here, Miss Antoinette, is to fly free. Okay. Go in the direction you feel like you're being pushed. Okay, you got the winged heart. Be aware that your alchemy process must include soaring, joyous spirit of the winged heart. For without the compassionate love that it symbolizes, your efforts cannot succeed. So whatever you're getting ready to go into, you need to do it passionately. There's no procrastinating. There's no, I'm going to get around to it. You need to feel it. I mean, you're one of the people that you have to feel it completely all within yourself and know. I mean, you have to believe it. It's like somebody who sells stuff. You have to believe in what you're doing. So before you spread your wings on this, do it with confidence because this is the simple fact. This is the direction that you're being led in. And that is what you need to be doing. So you need to do it passionately and stop having lack of confidence on which direction to take. Because you already know. Now it's time to show the world the real you and really show it big time. Oh, let me finish. I'll finish. You must not defeat don't self-defeat. It's confidence. It's time. It's not arrogance because somebody at one point said it was arrogance or they kind of insinuated that. This is not arrogance. This is you showing the world, everybody you, and you're really good at whatever this is. And it could be just your personality can change a person's day just by running into you. I mean, you've got one of those personalities that attract people when you are in the right frame of mind. But I see this where you just kind of shrink down once in a while. But other times, just like, I got this. Well, no, you keep on with the I got this and just keep beaming. I mean, just really show people the real you. Miss Antoinette, here's the thing, is you just need to keep being you. That's the thing. People are all constantly always saying stuff like we've gotten genius ones on here. Okay. I mean, but it's whatever. Here's what I do. Whatever. I've got stuff to do. I'm confident in what I do because I feel it. That's what you need to do. I'm not trying to make myself look better for anybody else. I'm just going to be the true quirky me. And that's what you got to do. And people are going to talk. People are going to talk their shit all the time. People are going to say stuff about you. But you know what? You get to a point you don't really care. You don't care what they think. It's not that you don't care about about people, but you just you know who you are. That's what you need to focus on. Spread your wings and show people the real you. And the negative, we've got to go through cycles. And if you're at one of those cycles, you need to go ahead and finish that up. And if you need to stand up and speak up, do it. Yep. Waking up. Yep. You're waking up. Spread your wings. Whether you're flying alone or with somebody else, I think this is you flying free. That's the message. Okay, that was for Miss Antoinette. Did that make sense to you? And I do see January is going to be a pivotal month for you as well. Big time. All right, guys. So if nobody else wants me to draw a card for them, I'm going to be popping off here because I'll be back on probably within 20 minutes for the Capricorn one. Do keep your comments polite. Okay. I mean, I'll give you a first time of obnoxious, and then the next time I'll block you. I mean, let's just keep this cool. All right. I love what I'm doing, but yeah, you guys can't see it because it's hidden. But anyway, so if anybody else, if you want a card, just say yes. If you guys do like my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell, and it'll notify you when I'm back on here in 20 minutes. For you guys that are wanting, like your Sagittarius, Libra, and Taurus, there was actually 2 parts of Taurus. They are on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, Roosters Peacock. Okay. All the links are down below. And I also I'm on Coffee Time Tarot on Facebook. There I go live. I'm known for bouncing around. I'd like to take I like variety, so I'm sitting here bouncing around different places to do it. Thought, why not? I haven't been on my YouTube channel for a while. All right, guys, if you like it, go ahead and like the video. Yeah, I'm going to be popping off here. So I'm going to be, I'll see you guys if you want. Capricorn is next. I can tell you kind of how I'm going to do this. Capricorn's next, Aquarius, Aries, and then Cancer. The rest of them are already up there. And if I don't see you guys next time I pop on, then have a great afternoon. And a lot of people are asking, I am Central Standard Time US, okay? So it is now 11 o'clock Central Standard Time US. So here in about 20, 25 minutes, I'll be back on for Capricorns. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.